How to sell a house quickly. Now, in my podcast, The Ginger Electrician, you'll see that I have interviews with different estate agents, letting agents, and property experts. But from an electrical point of view, I'm going to also suggest some things that help to sell your house quickly. So with the electrical items, you might consider whether they have any impact at all, but let me tell you a couple of things that do cause delays or do cause back and forth negotiations on price as well. One thing which is called for by pretty much everyone now is the electrical condition report. Now, not everyone gets these, and what happens is a surveyor's report will have he'll just glance at the fittings, but he's not an electrician, he's a structural engineer or whatever he is, and he'll just have a glance, and he might put a comment on saying something like, "It may need electrical attention, I would seek the advice of an electrician." Also on the exclusions on there, he will say that the electrical system hasn't been tested and that they would recommend it. Now, a lot of solicitors are picking up on this now, and so what happens is that paperwork comes in, and then the next stage is they start looking at the electrical test condition and whether the owner has all the certificates already or has the installation documents from when it was done, and if those haven't expired yet. So if that is no good, what then starts to happen is you might get the price knocked down, or you might just get a delay while that's getting sorted out. So for the sake of the prices of an electrical condition report, which you can see on my website or whoever your local electrician is, it saves a lot of time going back and forth. And also you know that it is actually good, and that when you move in, you're not going to have expensive repairs and have to redecorate, and that you haven't been sold a dud, that the person in there now knows that it might not be very good electrically, but you don't want to be paying full whack for that. You want to be getting discounted if you find it. So it pays for itself really, but it also speeds up the process. Now the next thing is the fittings themselves. I mean, people like to look at stuff cosmetically. Quite often it's, I like this house, it's a nice layout, it's in a good place, I can park the car, it's near a school. But also, do I need to do much work to it? And cosmetics, paint work, and wallpaper, whatever it is, joinery. If those things are good, that's great. But if it's got manky old yellow switches, sockets all cracked and bashed and all that sort of thing, for the cost of just replacing those, it just makes it easier when someone's looking around saying that I haven't got that to deal with, I haven't got that hassle, I haven't got to change that pendant that's yanked off the wall or that outdoor floodlight that doesn't work. So it makes a difference. It's not the only things, and as I say, if you listen out in the interviews on the Ginger Electrician podcast, you will find out more there. So if you've got any questions on moving home and what is required, or if you want a price for the different checks and swapping, replacing things, give me a shout. Hope that was useful.